falls.co.za.
A friend that I haven't seen in a long time, Sam Cartwright, is here, and she's the founder of Serendipity Wellness.
Hello, Hayley. How are you?
Morning. So now, for the cynics out there, don't run away. Okay, because we all need this. When Sam told me about it, she struck a chord, and when I heard her describing what she does, I think it is something that many of us need in our lives, especially when we do a million and one different things. So we're going to try and describe it, as condensed as we can. So tell us what Serendipity Wellness does.
Serendipity Wellness is my brand that I've been developing over 5 years, which is the beginner's guide to the wellness of your being. So not just wellness, health, and all this is the safety, but understanding and in tuning with your body, getting to know what your body is telling you, being aligned with your core strength and your posture, which we never got taught when we were at school, and then learning the beginner's guide of Pilates, yoga, meditation, Tai Chi, and Reiki healing. Reiki healing being on your emotional body, understanding why we have these emotions, anger and passion, and also learning how to be in tune with the 4 bodies of our being, which is our mind, body, soul, heart. And if we can communicate all of those together, then we can be a lot happier within ourselves, because then we actually have a little bit more control over what we're doing in our realities and within our lives.
Okay, so now a lot of people are saying or thinking, I'm very busy. I don't have time for any of this stuff about thinking and wellness and posture and, all this hypothetical stuff. So tell us who needs this kind of thing.
Well, at any point of your day, when you are spending your day doing everything that you do, you are actually the first person in your life. So if you don't actually give yourself an hour of your time, maybe in the morning or in the evening, or even 30 minutes of your time, then how are you actually going to give that back to your day? Because you're the one exuding that energy, correct? So if you're going to go to the gym, that's fantastic. But the classes and the one-on-one sessions I teach is to give you the tools so that when you go to your classes or your gym or your daily routine, you have an understanding of your muscle memory. You have an understanding how to hold your body when doing exercise. And we're working and breathing all the time. So I teach you how to breathe into your core every time you breathe, and how many times a day do you breathe. All the time, and then you're consistently actually engaging your six-pack and engaging your core, and if you can see my arms,
Madonna
engage
arms.
in those.
Okay.
So it's everyday life.
So it's kind of fitness and wellness along with kind of
Your everyday life.
mental wellness. So it starts with just a course of how to engage the body. Is that right?
That's correct. My Pilates Posturite is the first thing that I teach. Secondly is then I go into the movements of the yoga, which allows you to understand the...
So it's first posture course, then it's yoga. And is that in one class? Or
it's all in one class. So it's
Okay.
1 hour, and I teach the core, going into the postures of yoga with the Tai Chi breathing, and then I end with a meditation of teaching you how to do that.
And what effect can that have on someone? Like, I've never done any of that kind of stuff before. Like, when I go to gym, like, I run and I sweat. I've never done any of kind of that focused wellness. So what can I expect if I just start with that course? What can I expect to see or improve?
Definitely the interaction with your body. Definitely the change immediate. I've seen immediate change with people in the moment.
What do you mean by change in your body?
So if you are learning how to breathe for the first time, and then you actually can feel your core connecting with your ribs, you actually can feel the strength of your body, the actual coreness of your body.
Okay, so you're building strength.
Building strength and longevity of the muscles.
Okay.
But firstly, it's just mainly understanding that it's a kind of the hip bone connected to the knee bone,
Yeah.
It's like your ribs are connected into the core body, and that helps your lower back. So with all these basic foundation tools will make your running and your swimming and your tennis and your golf and your everything else so much more stronger and so much more beneficial.
And probably avoid injuries
Absolutely. And that's the thing, like, I haven't ever injured my body due to the fact that I've done this training on myself.
Okay, so it's a lot of strength training. And then, so now we're working ourselves up to ultimate wellness. So it's first this beginner's course, and then where do you take it from there if you really want to start focusing on yourself?
Well, ideally I don't know if you've seen the shift in humanity. We're all talking about being conscious. We're all talking about being more aware. And being conscious is actually being conscious of self. And I've currently, I'm currently becoming a conscious coach, where we do conscious coaches master 1 and 2. And in that, it teaches you the human development on a very metaphysical and scientific way, but not difficult. It's very simple for the general CEO of a company that gets 2 hours of sleep a night to be able to do this course and actually realize that there is compassion, there's integrity and authenticity that we're missing in our everyday lives.
Okay, so when you talk about consciousness, you say that if they do this course, they just become more aware of
their reactions and how they're acting within their business space and within their home space, and how we tend to get very addicted to work, and we lose sense of self, and we lose sense of our family and our loved ones, and that causes dis-ease. So when you have dis-ease within yourself, it causes dis-ease within your reality. If you become more conscious of how you actually work, because we actually don't know how our bodies and minds and consciousness
you just go
work.
through your day, and you don't kind of sit back and realize what interactions you've had that day and what
ripple
effects it's had.
Yeah. And literally one thought that you think nobody else can hear is actually a vibration that's being sent off to that person. And we don't even see it. We don't even understand the effects of it. And that's why a lot of the things are happening in the world that they are, because we're in separation. So if we can take responsibility for ourselves and just learn how to heal ourselves and learn how to understand ourselves, then we won't have to do the the blaming game or get upset with people unnecessarily, because we'll see that it's a reaction that doesn't need to be there.
Okay. All right. I mean, there's a lot to it, and some people will go a lot deeper into it. But what I like that you said is that it's just kind of almost a moment to stand back and reflect on the relationships you have and how you interact with the people in your life.
And
maybe
yourself.
That's good for people, that are running businesses and dealing with a lot of employees and that kind of thing.
Absolutely. It's empowerment. At the end of the day, we don't want to just be assisted or helped. We want to be able to empower our people and ourselves to make the decisions within our own minds.
And if you wanted to take this first consciousness course, as you call it, how long does it take and how do you go about doing it?
So the website is www.creativeconsciousness.co.za. There is a Master 1 course that is over 4 days. It's quite an intense process, but because you need to be completely focused within those 4 days. And then Master 2, again, 4 days. The next Master 1 is in August. And as I said, if anyone needs more information, they can email me as well.
Okay, creativeconsciousness.co.za.
That's correct.
Okay, and maybe it's something that you want to send some of your employees on, or you want to ask your boss if you want to go on it, or you send yourself, just to kind of stand back and reflect on your relationships and your interactions and
Absolutely.
give yourself a little bit of me time.
I feel that we also spend so much money on other diplomas and other, business skills and car skills and all these external skills, but we don't invest the time and money into ourselves. You'll spend 15,000 Rand on a couch. Would you spend 15,000 Rand on yourself? So those are the kind of priorities that I think we all need to start thinking about as humans, especially if you want to be the change you want to see in the world.
You often hear people say, I wish I could just push pause and have a few days to just, think about things and then kind of push unpause and carry on with life. That's what I see this course to be. Just
Absolutely.
a moment to push pause and just kind of...
And understand. Absolutely. You're spot on.
Okay, so it's creativeconsciousness.co.za. And Sam, if people want to get in touch with you...
Well, there's a massive festival happening tomorrow, if anyone's interested. It's my birthday.
Yay! Oh, sorry. I completely forgot. It's Sam's birthday. Happy birthday, Sam!
28 and looking 12.
Damn, with those on.
So my workshop that I'm teaching of the beginners Pilates, yoga, meditation, and Tai Chi has been accepted to a festival in Portugal called Boom Festival, which is a world-renowned transformational festival where they teach you about permaculture, healing, lots of music. It's incredible. So that's been accepted, and it's the first time South Africans have been accepted into the healing area. And so, of course, being a freelancer and not being able to have the funds to go there, I've been looking for a purpose to put on a festival that will give value back to people and a lot more experience rather than just the jaw. So tomorrow is the Mini Boom Festival fundraiser, and that is in support to get me to Boom Festival in Portugal, which is in August. And on top of it is also my birthday, so we've had this whole thing's has come together all on donation basis.
Brilliant.
Everyone just come on and helped, from decor to DJs to bands. I'm doing my workshop, so what I'm explaining today will be there as well. Got excitable stores. It's at the Chef and the Fat Man on Witkoppen, number plot 4 on Witkoppen in 4 ways. And if you want more information, join me on Facebook at Sammy Cartwright. And it's $200 at the door, and all proceeds are going towards this. And we've made more that we need to. We're going to have another party.
Okay, so there's a huge movement talking about this kind of thing in South Africa, and you see it on Facebook, you see it on Twitter. And so I think it's the more information you get, the more you can comment on it and see if it's something for you. So I thought I'd bring in Sam today just so you can decide for yourself, is this something that interests you? Maybe you want to read up about it a bit more and just see if this is kind of an avenue that you might want to go down. We're very quick to judge, and I think maybe the more we hear, the more we read, we'll understand what this movement's all about, because it's really gaining momentum.
If it's any consolation, 3 years ago, I had no idea about it. I opened myself up to change, and I've opened up to a different world of being with nature and being with your body. And I can still be in this world, but I'm a lot happier because I understand a lot more. And I find a lot of us are confused because we just don't know. So if you open yourself up to being a student all the time, life will always give you exactly what you need.
You're like a breath of fresh air coming into the studio.
Balls.co.za